Well, still on the President William Ruto campaigned on a hustler narrative, but Kenyans could not hide their displeasure with the first cabinet nominees, all who were approved by the National Assembly and later proceeded to be sworn in. However, their net worth shocked many who felt they do not represent the hustler narrative. When President William Ruto named his infamous cabinet in 2022, one thing stuck out like a sore thumb. The cabinet secretaries were filthy rich. In fact, in comparison to a first world nation like the United States of America, the Ruto CS were richer than US President Joe Biden and his ministers combined. That was in 2022. Nearly 2 years down the line, a good number of these cabinet secretaries have mocked Kenyans with their opulence and arrogantly displayed, whose sources have been questioned. This arrogance and unshamed display of riches has irked Kenyans who have wondered how fast the wealth on display has been accumulated and why no authority within the government cares to investigate or question. Retracing back to the wealth, these cabinet secretaries were dismissed from their positions on July 11th declared records show that their combined wealth was a mind-blogging with 15.26 billion Kenya shillings. In contrast, according to a 2021 report by financial magazine Forbes, President Joe Biden and his entire cabinet of 15 members had a combined wealth of 14 billion Kenya shillings. The US president himself was worth 958 million Kenya shillings. This was less than the 1.2 billion Kenya shillings that was declared by immediate former agriculture CS Mithika Linturi. Biden's deputy Kamala Harris was worth an estimated 838 million Kenya shillings. This was less than what the National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Professor Njuguna Ndung'u declared as his net worth. In Ruto's cabinet, the richest was former Vice President Musalia Mudavadi, who is now the Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS for Foreign Affairs. His net worth was 4 billion Kenya shillings. Mudavadi was spared in the ministry's dismissal by Ruto. Musalia was followed at a far distance by Linturi. Musalia and Linturi were followed by Simon Chelugui, Professor Njuguna Ndung'u, and Aden Duale, who placed their net worth at 993 million Kenya shillings, 950 million Kenya shillings, 871 million Kenya shillings respectively. CS Kuria's net worth stood at 750 million Kenya shillings, followed by immediate former Attorney General Justin Muturi with 700 million Kenya shillings. Former ICT Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo had 645 million Kenya shillings. Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Mashogu had 590 million Kenya shillings, while former Transport CS Kipchumba Murkomen came in with 550 million Kenya shillings wealth. Former Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki had wealth amounting to 544 million Kenya shillings. Former Energy CS Davis Chirchir had wealth of 482 million Kenya shillings. Former Sports CS Ababu Namwamba had 425 million Kenya shillings. Alfred Mutua had an amounting of 420 million Kenya shillings. Rebecca Miano 397 million Kenya shillings. Penina Malonza 300 million Kenya shillings. Alice Wahome 218 million Kenya shillings. Florence Bore 200 million Kenya shillings. Soipan Tuya 156 million Kenya shillings. Salim Mvuye 120 million Kenya shillings. The least wealthy was Zachary Njeru, who his wealth stands at 80 million Kenya shillings. In a serious country, it will be phenomenal to establish what these cabinet secretaries are currently worth and the actual sources of the wealth they had accumulated over the 2 years. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Mesh Msimbi.